my sake. Give that back, Schmig. Give that back, Schmig. Give it back. Give me back my sake. Give it to me. Give it to me, Schmig. Oh no, here's Vink. Guys, that's my sock. Look how happy she is. Hi, Jasmine. Hi, Hobbs. Alright, I guess it's breakfast time. Don't kill my sock, please. Don't kill it, Schmig. Hi, Jasmine. Hi, Hops. Oh. You ready? You want some broccolis? Okay. No, you gotta move. You can't just eat it there. You can't just eat it on the rug. There you go. Good job. Good job. Nice roasted one for you. Good job. Hops. Here's a big guy. All right. Jasmine? You know what? You haven't even finished your first one. Okay, good job. Here, Vink, I got this weird twisty one, which seems appropriate for you. All right, there you go. Hi, my big girl. You're so nice. What a good dog you are. What a good dog. Hi, Vink. How's it going, my girl? You doing okay today? You're very good. You sleepy baby. You're so nice. All right there, Schmig. Hi, Jasmine. Hi, Schmig. Hi, Keto. Hi, Risk. Oh, she thinks she just licked my eye, Queso. Licked my eyeball. A box. What could it be? Oh man. Giant grilled cheese sandwiches. Look at this giant grilled cheese. Oh no, Vink. Good job, Vink. The laziest possible way to play with that grilled cheese laying down in your bed. Okay, so we're going to do some cooking. Cheap cooking for broke people, which also happens to be easy and delicious. So this is a bag of frozen cauliflower. This is the contents of 1 can of cannelli beans, white beans, that I just drained the gloop off of. We're going to make soup out of this, cauliflower white bean soup. You're basically then just going to fill up like to the top level of this with water, or I use this vegetarian chicken broth. I think broth always tastes better. And then you're going to cook it for like 10 minutes and it'll be done. So that's what it's going to look like, and we're basically just going to cook it until the cauliflower is soft. Okay, so while that's cooking, we're going to make this great Mexican rainbow salad with lime crema. Super cheap, really easy. All these recipes, by the way, are in the Golden Ratio cookbook. If you didn't know that existed, it exists. And if you swipe up, you can order a copy. It's all kind of beginner stuff that's cheap and easy to make. So even if you're like in a dorm or your first apartment, you can do all those recipes and learn how to do some stuff. So here I've got my big giant sweet potato. It helps to cut it in half first, because then if you want to cut it into chunks, it lays flat instead of rolling around. So I'm going to dice this up into little cubes. Okay, so once you have your chunks, put them on a cookie sheet. You're going to drizzle a little bit of olive oil on there. Salt, pepper, and if you like it, put a little bit of cumin on there, just a little spattering of powder. And then we're going to roast these at 425 until they're soft. You guys ask about how long do you roast the carrots, and I always just say till they're soft. Like, I literally just poke stuff with a fork every 5 or 10 minutes to see till it's soft. These will probably take 15 or 20 minutes. Okay, so I just used my hands to kind of mix it all up and get the seasonings and the oil spread on them. And then we're just gonna stick it in there, and we'll see it in 20 minutes. Meanwhile, here's our cauliflower white bean soup simmering away. Again, you just do this till the cauliflower is soft. So once it's definitely thawed and it's been simmering, just poke the cauliflowers with a fork to make sure the fork easily goes through them. And when it does, it's then ready to turn into the next stage where we're going to puree it. Okay, so mine's all set. Now you want to puree it so it gets smooth. You can literally just put it like in batches, like a few scoops at a time, into like a regular blender that you would use for like drinks. Puree it, for just like 10 seconds, dump that into another bowl, and then do that until it's finished. I like to use this immersion blender. So you just stick this in here. I'll show you it working in a minute, and blend it. Lots of people cut their fingers off with immersion blenders because they poke their fingers into the really sharp part at the end. Don't ever do that unless it's unplugged. So with an immersion blender, you immerse it in your thing and push the button. Don't have to watch the whole blending process, but when it's done, it's nice and smooth, and that's it. Like, put in some salt. Make sure you use plenty of salt. Under-salted food is bad, and you can make a lot of stuff taste good with enough salt. So salt, pepper, and if you're feeling luxurious, you can put in like a handful of shredded cheddar cheese to make it a little bit richer, and that's it. This will serve you several meals and costs like $2 to make a pot of this soup. So easy, cheap, delish. Okay, while everything's cooking, we're going to make lime crema. What I have in here, I just juiced half a lime. We're going to put the other half in a second. And there's a cup of either sour cream or Greek yogurt. I have like half of each in there. So 1 cup of sour cream, juice 1 whole lime into there, and then you're going to add a clove of garlic and a tiny bit of salt. Mix that up, and then try not to eat the whole bowl because it's extremely good. So you can buy minced garlic. I have a garlic press, so you just put a clove of garlic in there and then squeeze. I don't know if I can do it with one hand. There we go. And it pushes it out all smushed at the end, which makes it really good for recipes like this. If you want to taste extra limey, you can zest a lime on there, which basically just means you take a lime peel like that and rub it on a grater, and then you get this green stuff in there, and it adds a lot of extra lime flavor. So there we go, lime crema, delicious. And it's a good, like, if you want a low-cal salad dressing, or if you want to put it like on tacos, it works on tons of stuff. Really good. We're going to check on the sweet potatoes. I seriously do just like poke them with a fork. If they stick on there, they feel like a texture you'd want to eat, they're done. I don't even know how long it's been. I just poke them with a fork. So we're going to take those out and let them cool for a minute. Here's your broccoli. Oh yes, so exciting. Next, you're going to take a cup of frozen corn and microwave that till it's cooked. And then I also have a can of black beans that I drained and like rinsed the stuff off of. And then we're gonna put both of those in with the sweet potatoes. You're gonna cut up a red pepper. I just kind of cut around the edges. I got this piece left, which is like a great treat for Maggie. I'm gonna crunch it. Delish. You can dice that yourself with a knife, but I have this dicer. See, it's like a little container with this thing, and you just smush the lid down. And then in here, they're all like perfectly diced. I use this thing every day when I cook. It's really good for onions and peppers. We have it on our store of cooking stuff on Amazon. It's pretty cheap. So if you swipe up, you can see the list of cooking stuff that we use. So I'm gonna dice the whole thing like that. And when you're done with that, you're going to do the same thing with about half a red onion. Dice that. Then you're going to dice up a bunch of cilantro. So you end up with like, I don't know, half a cup-ish. And look at this beautiful salad that we have here with all our stuff. You don't have to put it in color order. I just think it's really beautiful. But you're going to then stir this all up and then you're done. You can keep this as long as you want. I mean, for probably 4 or 5 days in the fridge. Just keep the lime crema separate. And then when you're ready to eat it, scoop out as much of this as you want, put the lime crema on top, and you have dinner. Carrot, my sweet Casey? Hops, you want one? Come here. What are they even barking at? You know. You just want a carrot. Oh, you want yours? I got a big one for you. Check it out. All right. You lazy dog. There you go. You got it? There you go. Good job. Jeez.
Bang. Nice glove. Nice glove, Bing. Nice glove, Bing.
Hi, Keith.